Greetings, boys and girls. It's been a minute since we did an update. We have since moved. So it's a familiar sight. However, that's not the one you're used to seeing. That's part of it. That's part of it. Things have changed a bit. Found a whole bunch of coquina rock buried in what used to be a fire pit. And there's a bunch of hitchhikers. So 50% concentrated vinegar, Epsom salt, and Dawn dish soap. One little coating took out all the weeds. That's a quick spray up the side, and I did that side too. I said it was just a quick spray. Wasn't like wave. I just walked and sprayed. We got some chickens. There's Lucy. She was the first one that our old neighbor gave us. And then the roommate went to go get a companion friend for Lucy and came back with 4. So now we have 5 chickens. And then somewhere in here they are, all the way in the back there. If we can see them. Don't have to go in. Oh, stay in. And up under here, we have Huey, Dewey, Louie, Darkwing, and Donald. So, this is just a temporary little enclosure coop. I got a bunch of pallets. I'm gonna make something similar to this but bigger, just on the outside, back side of this, and then make a little run that connects the 2 of them. Get one of the automatic doors eventually and connect them together. So that'll be sitting right back here, connected to that, and then I gotta figure out something for the ducks. I'm fighting a couple of squirrels that keep trying to take the chickens' food, and there were a couple hawks, but now all we have is these swallows. I don't know if you flying around right there. They went out of sight. But I think this is going to be the configuration for the beds. We've already burned a few of them out. A long one, a couple of stout ones, a couple of U-shapes. The collard green did transport. Part of it's having trouble. We're fighting some bugs. The head died off, continued to grow, and has since split into 2 new plants. Does anybody know if I can core these out, put it in water, and it'll grow roots? That would be kind of cool. I'll restart. I love this. This is over 6 foot tall coming out of the ground. Here, look. It is taller than me. There. This here is part of the backyard that I did not cut when we moved in, because as I was on the back patio looking out, I saw fireflies. I was like, ooh, I don't want to lose those. So I kept part of the backyard, and I know that they spend their first couple years under leaves. So everything back in there all the way across is leaf covered, and that's staying, it's not being touched. All the leaves that fall around the base of these trees are going to be kind of raked up and piled there so that they have little sanctuary type areas. However, this has doubled in height since we moved in. It was about 4 to 5 feet, and now, as you can see, the collard green over there, it is dwarfed by this, especially right there. That has to be a good 9.5 feet. So I think I'm gonna trim some of this back, cut it down a little bit, and then we have natural clover patches and all throughout the yard, and I tried to keep a lot of it in between the beds. Yeah, it's starting to grow back after the mow. Yeah, you can see it all in there. I'd love to get rid of the grass and just keep all the clover. I do have 5 pounds of triclover seed, so I'll be sprinkling that around. I did burn this bed out, but apparently I need to do it again. I was thinking about removing the blocks and just using downed trees to build the borders. Remove the block and use it for something else. Because this is going to be a lot of dirt to fill. Even piling logs in and filling it on top, it's still going to be a lot of dirt. And that right there, that cupboard, that's all the dirt from the beds that we disassembled. There's quite a bit there, but it's not as much as you would think. Yeah, this is where we're at the moment. Got to get the water tank set up. They're up front. I just got the bleach to clean them out because they're algae filled and nasty. But I am finding this stuff all over the place. Like, here's a freaking C-clamp. And there's a metal box. Goes all the way down here. So I get to dig this out and find out what it is. It goes from there to there. And more coquina rock. I did bring all of our coquina rock. It's up front. I'm going to use it to build a little well wall around the pump. Give it some protection. We are fighting with a whole bunch of poison ivy. I think I killed it all in this area here. Nope, there's some right there. Yeah, not cool. It's gotta go. That vinegar, salt, dish soap mix does work wonders, but you have to get the whole thing and get all of it. Like here I went through and sprayed and sprayed and sprayed, but there's still more right there, if you can see it, right in the middle. And then it likes to grow up the trees too. It's been living here for a long time apparently, because like look at how big those leaves are. That's the poison ivy. This here. There were a couple of them that I thought were actual little trees. Yeah, like this here. I scanned that with the app and it pops up poison ivy. Down there. Climbing up that tree. But we do also have muscadine grapes all over the place. So that's one reason why I don't want to use any weed killer, because there's grapes everywhere. Like right there. All this here. But then there's poison ivy right there. So I want to kill the poison ivy, keep the grapes and the other natural stuff. That whole fence over there is loaded with all muscadine grape. And we got GeoNet and Helium Mobile up there. We got SkyX up front. Probably Weather Station, Weather XM got moved to a new host, but I'm getting new units to put up here. New garage work trailer, and then storage. Bigger house, no garage. It's got a few problems. Nothing I can't fix. Raised garden bed I picked up from somebody on Facebook. She was giving away her whole garden. So we got some multiple peppers. Whole bunch of banana peppers. I even picked some strawberries today. Yeah, right there. And some jalapenos, bell peppers. These little guys. I got 2 little tomatoes. Got lavender there. I was able to transplant most of the plants, as you saw in the previous video before we moved. However, trying to get everything started, I didn't really get most of it out, and some of it died, some of it's coming back, like some Brussels sprouts. Some onions are hiding in the weeds. The rosemary died off, unfortunately. Red cabbages died, but they are coming back. Another Brussels sprout. That's an eggplant right there. Looks like that's a sunflower right there. That's cool. More onions. Some lemongrass. A lot of onions. Ooh, Brussels sprouts coming back. Whole lot more onions. And we got the sweet potatoes. So those are doing pretty good. And the rest of the garden is still in pots. I got a cranberry hibiscus from a client. That's really nice. Whole bunch of milkweed for the monarchs. 2 dragon fruits are running. The peach trees are doing pretty decent. Lots of mother-in-law tongues. That was the really big rosemary from the corner. Part of it's still alive. I'm hoping we can salvage it. This is some of the rest of the garden I got from her. Several cherry tomatoes, bell pepper, jalapeno. I'm not sure what this is, and I keep forgetting to look it up. But it's kind of cool. All kinds of aloes. My mint is doing really well. So pretty soon this is all going to get cut up and transplanted and planted all the way around the property, around the chickens. I want to use as much of nature to fight nature as possible. So mint, marigolds, peppermint, rosemary, onions, anything that keeps insects and flies and stuff away will be planted in areas where we don't want those things. Because wouldn't you rather smell rosemary and flowers than have flies buzzing around your head? I know I would. But that's about the end of the video for today. I gotta move some stuff around, get stuff done. You know how that is. Don't have too much fun. Happy mapping, happy gardening. We'll talk to you later.